This video features high-end, limited edition collectibles and is intended for adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Zing.
Thanks for your patience, Integrity Toys fans. We know we have some catch up to do. Today, we'll be reviewing all three of the 2025 W Club upgrade dolls, or as they've been renamed, registration exclusives, which is much more of a mouthful. This video will include in-depth looks at Gardenia Agnes Von Weiss, Lustre Lilith Blair, and Glamour Pink Poppy Parker, as always representing each of IT's most popular lines, Fashion Royalty, NU.Face, and the Poppy Parker collection, respectively. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the W Club since it began back in 2006, which ties into the themed storyline of this trio, for Lilith and Agnes anyway, since Poppy exists in her own separate era. In the FR/NU.Face storyline, Lilith and Agnes are attending the 20th anniversary of W Cosmetics, a prestigious event with highly coveted invites. This ties into many of their accessories and extravagant theming. There's lots to discuss in the world of IT overall, which we'll try to cover more thoroughly in a future podcast episode, so stay tuned for that. While there will be no full IT convention this year, a condensed in-person event in celebration of Poppy Parker's Sweet 16 is taking place in Orlando, Florida this December 6th. I unfortunately did not secure a ticket. I actually missed the deadline to enter. But Sang will be attending, so you can expect us to cover that event on our channel. What's top of mind for you right now in the world of IT? Let us know in the comments and we'll try to cover it all next podcast. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the adult collector perspective here on Toy Chat. With that, let's get into these dolls.
Just like previous upgrade dolls, these registration exclusives were optional add-ons to the annual W Club membership. These were available only during the 2025 W Club registration window. If you're unfamiliar with the process, check out some of our previous videos linked below, where we explain how everything works in more detail. Each of these dolls cost $175 plus shipping and handling. A $30 deposit was due upon pre-order and the rest were owed once they become available. This marks a hefty $10 increase from last year's upgrade dolls, $15 in the case of Poppy, but we'll discuss that more later. Their packaging is to the recent standard for each respective line, all of which we have already seen before. We can see the usual FR emblem and holographic NU.Face logo on those white boxes, and Poppy continues to use the open window display packaging, which debuted in last year's At Home collection. As we discussed in that review, these boxes are a loose recreation of Poppy's original packaging. Taking a look at their COAs, we can see Agnes has the smallest edition size of 1,972, while Poppy is 2,668. And Lilith comes out on top with a total of 2,805 produced. This is one of the rare recent incidences that a Poppy doll wasn't the highest upgrade edition size. Each doll also comes with a standard display stand for her respective line. Alright, let's take a closer look.
Up first, we have Gardenia Agnes, making another appearance as a blonde and sporting the Ocean Drive screening. That was an Agnes we reviewed many years ago, and she's quite a grail at this point. This Agnes has bright green eyes, outlined with a brown cat eye and light smoky eyeshadow above that. Her signature scowled lips are painted peachy pink. This Agnes is giving Barbie vibes, to be honest. She has sunny blonde hair that cascades down the sides of her head in voluminous wavy curls. As expected, it has quite a bit of product to hold its shape. Her tiered gem drop earrings are very striking. The top smaller gem is emerald green and the bottom one is a shiny silver. This Agnes is surprisingly sparse on jewelry, but she is wearing one bracelet and ring. Her black beaded bracelet has a green gem, and the ring pairs nicely with her earrings. Her long nails are painted maroon pink. The main attraction, of course, is her strapless drop waist gown. What do you guys think of the drop waist style overall? I'm curious. The lacy black bustier top has some swirly floral details if you look closely. A trail of the same embroidery style goes around her torso, which I originally thought was attached, but it is actually a removable belt piece. Because this is a drop waist look, however, it's placed a good deal above her actual waist, and the skirt portion extends closer to her upper thigh area. It's hot pink, very flowy and voluminous, but unfortunately this one looks like it needs a good steaming. It was very wrinkly and creased out of box. I'm also not a huge fan of the texture, it's a little rough. Honestly, this section overall kind of reminds me of curtains or bedspread. Lifting it up, we can see she wears a pair of sheer mesh panties underneath. Her shoes were quite a process to put on, but they're really pretty. Sparkly black strings, which you need to tie yourself, wrap around her ankles and crisscross over the top to act as sandal heels. Lovely fabric roses with leaf attachments decorate the string on each shoe. The soles are a magenta pink similar to her dress. Agnes's dress is based on a piece from the Bach Mai pre-fall 2023 collection, which has previously been worn by actress Britt Lauer of Severance, which is a phenomenal show, on the Golden Globes carpet. I do wish Agnes came with gloves like the original look. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the W Club and W Cosmetics in the storyline, Agnes has a swag bag with a stylized W and number 20 in gold. Parchment paper is inserted inside, and if you take a look at the tag attached to the handle, you'll see Agnes's full name in metallic gold. There's also a miniature 20th anniversary gala invitation with a personalized invite for Agnes inside the cute little envelope. Check out this elegant purse. The design and color resemble a rose, and the shimmering gold filigree detail on the top has floral sculpting. It does open up and has a gold chain handle. Agnes comes with a champagne glass, which IT noted is a newly developed accessory, and it comes with two pink faux liquid effects to place inside, both flat and slanted like she's drinking it for more realistic display and photography. It's a nice accessory, but I will say the color and the way it fits in the glass looks different from the promos. Finally, there's a very detailed doll-sized replica of the fashion royalty dealer catalog from 2002. You have to look very closely to see everything inside. This is a really cute inclusion and nod to IT's past. Agnes has alternate pairs of flat feet and hands in a clasping pose as well.
Next up is Lustre Lilith Blair. Safe to say she was the most popular of this trio given her edition size, and we can see why. She is gorgeous. She sports the Hungarian skin tone with brown eyes. She has smoky, shimmery purple eyeshadow with a bit of gold at the inner corner. Her lips are painted a nude gloss. A nice feature of this Lilith is her cute and unique hairdo. It's a wavy bob in a dark chocolate color. Her side part is neatly twirled down one side and styled into one large curl at the bottom with lots of product. She wears large black drop earrings with a cameo detail. It looks very similar to other cameo earrings we found online. An additional black gem dangles at the bottom. Lilith wears a strapless antique gold gown with a long side train. The material appears to be the same, or at least very similar to what we saw in last year's Mirage Giselle. Like that dress, this one has a lovely color shift. We can see various tones of lighter and darker golds depending on the lighting and angle. The train drapes off to her left side, and everything opens in the back with hooks and loops. She has a pair of black seam pantyhose to wear over her legs, but she does come with a sheer new pair of panties as well. Lilith wears a leaf-shaped wrap bracelet and a black gem ring. Do these shoes look familiar? We saw them previously in a different color last year. A black and green pair was included in the 2024 Style Labs Precious Gems fashion pack. Lilith's are in gold, with black sculpted heels. Like the previous pair, these are inspired by Dolce & Gabbana heels. Lilith has a few accessories that are about the same as Agnes. She has the same event swag bag with parchment paper as well as an invitation letter. The only difference is they're labeled with Lilith's names instead. Her mini FR dealer catalog, however, is completely identical to Agnes's. Lilith can carry an ornate black and purple clutch purse. It can open and close using a magnetic closure. As shown off in the promo, Lilith comes with a tiny lip gloss accessory, branded with W Cosmetics of course. You can actually remove the applicator, but it's really small, so be careful with it. Finally, she includes a flat feet swap and alternate hands in a clasping pose.
Finally, we have Glamour Pink Poppy Parker. She most definitely lives up to her name. She also debuts a new screening, which designer David Buttrey noted borrows elements from other screenings that he liked. The sultry side glance is very nice and somewhat calls to mind the Lady Luck screening. This Poppy has vibrant blue eyes. She wears a sugar pink eyeshadow with an outer tan liner, and her lipstick is bubblegum pink. While our last pink-haired Poppy was 2021's Pink Lemonade, which used the much brighter standard pink color, this Poppy uses the hot pink shade, which is the same as 2018's Italian doll convention exclusive Ciao Poppy. That doll is a huge grail, so it's nice to have a more obtainable Poppy in this hair color. The hairstyle itself is quite a statement, tied up in a tall front bump ponytail. The bump feels a little over the top at the sides, but I guess it could be argued it works for Poppy's era. It curls up tightly at the bottom with product, but Sang did tidy this one up a bit so it looks a little more natural. She wears long dangly earrings with a series of sparkly pink gems. The top one has a floral shape. Her column dress uses a metallic pink floral brocade. It has a nice sheen to it. A bow detail is fastened just below the bust, and to each side of that, there's a cutout that extends all across the back. The entire dress is one piece and opens with hooks and loops. Taking a peek underneath, we can see it's lined in light pink fabric. She wears a pair of sheer nude stockings underneath the dress. We're just gonna leave that as is, rather than pull up her dress and show the top. Her shoes are simple hot pink heels with tan-colored soles. She has two pieces of chunky jewelry, a floral bracelet and large pink gem ring. This Poppy's signature accessory is a gorgeous hot pink fur stole. There's a trio of dangling tail pieces at each end for dramatic effect. They're connected with cute beaded details that have a nice shine. The backside is lined in a luxurious matching fabric. David confirmed this Poppy's outfit is loosely inspired by Shirley MacLaine's all-pink look from the 1964 film, What a Way to Go. As you can see, however, it's not a direct recreation. She also comes with her pet dog Pinky Parker, which is mostly a mass of pink fur. Some of it is tied above her head with a tiny ribbon. She also has a little collar with a metallic silver heart around her neck. It's interesting that if you lift up some of the fur, the base sculpt here feels similar to IT's teddy bears. You can place Pinky inside this adorable dog carrier, which has her name on it, a handle, and air holes. It comes flat and unbuilt in the packaging, but it's very easy to put together and reflatten. Poppy also has a simple hot pink clutch with a silver chain, as well as a paw-tographed mini headshot of her pet Pinky. She has a pair of flat feet and alternate posed hands as well. All right, that covers everything, so let's discuss our final thoughts.
It's been kind of a sparse club year so far, so it's a welcome sight to see these dolls finally arrive. Normally, I'm a type to get all three upgrade offerings, but given the rising cost of living and with these dolls over the last few years, I had to limit myself to just 2 out of the 3. Despite rebranding them as registration exclusives, these essentially offer the same value as previous upgrade dolls. While Glamour Pink Poppy does come with a few more pieces to justify the bloated price point, personally, I don't think her outfit or dog accessories are worth the increase in price. The mainline Poppy collection last year just clocked in at $165 each. I do love the new screening though, and I'm already looking forward to seeing it used again. I'm not a fan of her outfit, so I'll be redressing her soon. I think it's a little too simple and could use some variety in fabric. Lilith is definitely the superstar of the group, and her Disney size is proof of that. She's a lovely doll in a little sexy dress. I think a lot of collectors are going to have a lot of fun redressing her and are looking forward to seeing her sister, who according to the in-universe story is going to make an appearance. I'm a huge Agnes fan, but I sadly had to pass on this one. She definitely makes a better impression in person, and part of me regrets skipping her. I think her makeup and face is so striking. With a few tweaks, her ensemble would look fab. But at $175, it seems that I shouldn't have to pull out my own accessories to complete her look. I do really love her black pearl jewelry, and kind of eyeing maybe getting those pieces separately one day. Overall, I personally think that all 3 of these dolls are great in their own ways, and while I think all of them will shine redress, given the price point, I need to love them as is for me to add them to my collection.
We did already share quite a lot of our first impressions on these in our review of the 2024 upgrade dolls. But now that we own these on hand, are they worth $175 or the updated registration exclusive title? While I can say that at least one or two of the dolls here do feel more luxe than some previous upgrade offerings, I simply could not take the plunge to buy all three, largely because of the price. Tariff and inflation factors all accounted for, it's not the greatest sign that what used to be some of IT's most affordable and accessible offerings are now in the same range as what would have been considered their more luxe or now standard releases. I can absolutely see why Lilith was so popular. She's a lot of gold, but she's gorgeous from head to toe, and also feels like a unique Blair twin doll. Her slot in particular, however, feels like it could have gone to another character, given there have been 3 upgrade Blair twin dolls over the past 5 club years. IT played it extremely safe this year, basically using their top 3 most popular sculpts, which I guess is sound logic from a business perspective with these price hikes. Cries are getting louder from the community, however, that IT is lacking in diversity with these club registration offerings. I'm hoping by next year we see a black character or someone of color in the lineup. Because this is the club's 20th anniversary, it would have been really nice to see a legacy character like Adele used. This completely pink poppy is lovely if you're a fan of all pink poppies, which admittedly I am. Once again, does seem to recall Barbie. This was a very Barbie-heavy registration year. The new screening is pretty striking, and I like the campy, vampy overall look. I do think that it would have been nice to recreate the inspiration a bit more faithfully with the full coat rather than a stole, and that also would have boosted the value. Agnes is my least favorite of the trio. I'm sad to say this drop waist look isn't doing it for me. It looks a bit awkward in doll scale, and as I mentioned, the crinkly texture of the dress makes it lose some of the intended luxury. The fact that she has no gloves or necklace paired with the drop waist makes the top half of her feel very bare. But Agnes as a doll herself rarely misses, and if you're looking for a Barbie adjacent look on her, this would be a great choice. So what are your thoughts on this year's registration exclusives? Definitely let us know in the comments below. Our full Integrity Toys playlist will be linked on screen here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Let us know what you want to see next, and we'll see you next time. Bye.